What's going on? We back, Good Fella Sports TV. We in the building, still powering through a cold, but managed to show up and do another boxing show. Was in the I was in the rhythm of doing one today, so I feel like talking boxing. So just gonna get it in real quick, man. I appreciate everybody for jumping in, showing love, hitting that subscribe button, bell icon button, and you know, appreciate it, man. We're gonna talk about just fights today, man. We're gonna talk about Mikey Earl. We're gonna talk about Canelo Jacobs. And this weekend fight, Ishe Smith taking on Erickson Lubin. Erickson Lubin looking ripped and ready. But we all know body physique don't win fucking fights. We know that. You start off talking about Mikey and Earl and just the way it land, man. I think it's gonna be an interesting fight. I don't even know pretty much how Mikey gonna go about winning that fight. It'll be interesting to see if he can, draw a blueprint on how to beat Errol Spence Jr. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, it ain't no blueprint. Usually, what is happening with Keith Thurman and Sean Porter, they trying to see if somebody can draw a blueprint on how to beat Errol Spence. Now, some people claim that Kell Brook had a blueprint, but at the end of the day, Kell Brook got his face broken in. Okay? Not everybody is willing to jump in there and shoot that fade with Errol Spence right now, okay? Not everybody willing to do that. But at the end of the day, Mikey is looking to put a blueprint out there on Earl. Now, Earl is green, all right? He do make a lot of fucking mistakes in there. A lot of people act like they don't know that. But a lot of people don't know what to look for. But the whole thing about Mikey is that Mikey don't have the fast twitch muscles to make anybody a believer. He not slick. When they call him the Mexican Mayweather, I just think they mean that from a fundamental technique standpoint. I don't think they mean that from an athletic standpoint. He's real fundamentally sound, but fundamentals don't necessarily guarantee you shit. Okay, all right. Fundamentals, you got to have some type of athletic ability and physical attributes to kind of put it together. Okay, Paulie, he didn't have physical attributes behind him. He didn't punch hard enough, or on that. Mikey will stop Earl. He's smoking moon rocks. Did Mikey stop Orlando Salido? Did he stop Sergey Lipin? Yes. Did he stop Adrian Broner? But we expect him to stop Errol Spence, please. Mikey is just going. It's interesting. Everybody can say, "Oh, Mikey." All these Mexican fans say, "Well, Mikey will beat Errol Spence," but tell me how. Articulate it, okay? And better yet, put your money on it. Articulate how Mikey beats Errol Spence. Tell me how. Let's have some dialogue or some interaction. HDZ Sports Entertainment. You tell me how Mikey beats Errol Spence. Mikey would stop him with a body shot. That's not telling me how. That's telling me the results. I need to know how is he going to set up the body shot. And you show me who Mikey ever stopped with a body shot. You show me who Mikey stopped with a body shot. Because if Mikey going to win, Mikey going to have to go side to side and not straight back. Okay? That's just what it is. He going to have to go side to side. He going to have to magically learn how to move his head. Everybody talk about Errol Spence's head movement, okay? Everybody, oh shit, what's going on? Kevin Hill, Eddie, what's going on? Ronnie Neeson, what's going on? Y'all seen Berturbia been calling out Kovalev. You know what I'm saying? All I want to know is what does Mikey have to do to beat Errol Spence? And I'm telling you, dudes, he going to have to go side to side and get some head movement, okay? And I haven't seen Mikey really bend at the knees and really be slick like that. He going to have to do what Bud Crawford would do for Errol Spence, and that's constantly change ranges. You going to have to get on his toes and really trying to time Errol Spence's his offense. That's what's going to have to happen. See, when you go you can say he can land a body shot, okay? You can say he can land a body shot, but how is he going to land a body shot? Because when you go to the body, a lot of people don't go to the body because it leaves you susceptible to getting hit in the head, okay? Mikey will fight him on the inside and deliver a body shot. Mikey won't even get to throwing a meaningful body shot on the inside, bro. How does Mikey get on the inside and get leverage? Because to not stop somebody to the body, Mikey don't have that type of power where he could be on and be pressed on the ropes or pressed in the corner and generate fucking even a left hook to the body, knock out Errol Spence to the body. It ain't gonna happen. Not on his back foot. That you telling me then he gonna have to press or push Errol Spence back. He gonna have to push Errol Spence back and really go to the Errol Spence, but he not beating Errol Spence on the inside, okay? That just ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? His jab, for one, his jab is gonna have to be better than Errol Spence's jab. It can't be the same type of jab. It can't be a clubbing jab like Errol Spence's. His jab is gonna have to be an Aldir Alvarez, Kovalev piston type of jab. Doubling the jab up, what's up, get him, Mike? Tripling the jab up, jab to the head, jab to the body. And remember, going straight forward and straight back is a bad habit. That's one of the hardest habits to break in boxing. He ain't gonna beat Errol Spence going forward and back. He gonna have to use angles. And Errol Spence's jab is so long and so sharp and so stiff, it's gonna break Mikey's rhythm. And if Mikey goes straight back, and he's in a southpaw position, that straight left is going to hurt Mikey. Everybody talking about Errol walking him into the right hook or Errol walking him into a left hook. Well, man, watch that straight left hand. That's going to take him to church. What Mikey going to have to do is go laterally. He going to have to go laterally. And if he can go laterally and change his ranges a little bit, he should be okay. But he got to go lateral, side to side. He got to pick up on something Errol Spence is doing. Now, if Errol Spence can't really get on his toes and deliver, then that's something we got then. Where Errol Spence got to be flat-footed to deliver, that's something Mikey can pick up on. Mikey can sit there, get on his toes, go side to side a little bit, sit down, and every time you know Errol Spence, it might be something he see. I have to break down some tape. But when Errol Spence about to throw, there may be somewhere he might just sit down on his punches on his legs. He might squat his legs and he might generate punches. And one thing Errol Spence the one thing he does is he squares up a lot. Okay, he's really. A lot of people think he just straight up and down with no special effects. He don't really move his head, but he move his legs side to side to kind of demonstrate that movement. And what Mikey gonna have to do is have to pick up on. He must have picked up on something that Errol do. If he picked up on something what Errol do, as far as you can't just call it a mistake, but a tendency. Like if we remember with Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali, Eddie Futz figured out that Muhammad Ali, dropped his hand. He dropped his right hand, and Joe Frazier would every time he would throw a punch and drop his right hand, Joe Frazier would come in with a left hook and hurt Ali, and eventually he dropped Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that we gonna have to look at. Everybody should really be looking at what Mikey sees, and I think Mikey sees a lot. You know what I'm saying? A dude that's really, really green, or really ain't been to the championship rounds and been tested yet, and I think it's a dude that he thinks technically he could take advantage of. But the bad thing about it is he not faster than he don't have any physical advantages over Errol Spence. And I'm not huge on physical advantages, but in this fight I am. I don't really care about the height. A lot of people say height win fights. Really, height can be detrimental to a fighter. If you don't know how to use your height, it ain't gonna help you. And for Mikey, he not faster, he not stronger, he fighting a southpaw, he not quicker, he don't have his defense ain't that much better than Earl's, if it's better than Errol. So I mean, where what does he really see? You know what I'm saying? He got amazing left hook, he got a good 1-2. He fought Salido. Salido pressed him into the ropes, pressed him into the corner. Mikey was able to walk Salido in a lot of shots Salido didn't see coming. But the problem with the Salido fight is Mikey went straight back and forward. And you can't do that. But the thing that he kind of took away from Salido, he took away Salido's overhand rights and overhand lefts. Not too many people can do that. Those overhand rights and overhand lefts beat Robert Guerrero, even though it got changed to a no contest. It gave Juan Lopez hell. It gave Rocky Martinez some hell. It gave Lomachenko some hell. And Mikey Garcia team had a great game plan to nullify the overhand rights and the overhand lefts that he doing. You know, you know what I'm saying? Bet your money. Everybody that's saying Mikey gonna win, bet your money. You know, tell me how Mikey gonna win. This open discussion. All you dudes can say, oh, Mikey gonna do this, but y'all not betting your money. The money line not moving towards Mikey none. And nobody I seen yet came up with a formidable game plan for Mikey. This open discussion. Who got a game plan for Mikey? They speed not the same. Spence is faster. They speed is not the same. Spence is faster. You gotta think about Mikey coming up to 147 too. Spence is by far faster. Physical attributes in the fight are consequential to the final outcome. Yeah, unless you just on another level mentally. What's good up for the Nunez? Nobody telling me how Mikey. All these Mexican dudes or Mikey supporters coming here, they say, "Oh, Mikey gonna K him," but these the same niggas that's gonna change they handle name. Same niggas that leak their thing and come back. They ain't gonna get Errol Spence credit. They the same dudes that gonna come in here and say, "Well, you know, Errol Spence, you know, is bigger than Mikey, and Mikey took a risk." No, I don't want to hear no moral victories. Ain't no moral victories. Either he win or he lose. At the end of the day, he picked the fight, he chose the fight, he pursued the fight. But how can he beat Errol Spence is the question. Nobody is giving me no educational nothing. I done talked to plenty of people who train, who fight. Nobody can tell me really what Mikey really sees that Mikey can exploit. Get a Mike Box and say, the more I start to analyze both fighters, the more I notice Mikey is not that great. No, he's not. He's not great at all. Y'all subscribe to Get a Mike, GEM Boxing. He's not that great. He's done nothing great in the sport of boxing yet. Like 99.9% of fighters that's active hasn't. You know? I don't think Spence is fast. Mikey ain't fast either. Spence is fast. He not fast. He not blazing fast, but it's not a huge gap between him and the fastest nigga at the division. I would probably say it's Terrence Crawford, CB Sports TV, salute. Y'all go subscribe to CB Sports TV. He ain't slow. He not slow at all. He not Sugar Ray Leonard, but he ain't he ain't Marcos Madonna neither. You know, nobody can give me an educated guess how he can do that. Johnson Matthews say, Mikey ain't doing shit. Trust me, the kangaroo outfit ain't gonna work. I won't say easy what, but Earl will nail him one way or the other. The boy is going down like the Titanic. Mikey already says what he sees. I don't. You tell me what he see then, because I don't understand what he see. I just know the dude make a lot of fucking fundamental errors. And Errol Spence, he green, but Mikey ain't the one to exploit that. There's only two fighters. There's only two fighters that can exploit that at that division. And one name is Keith Thurman, and the other one is Terrence fucking Crawford. That's it. That's just what it means. That's just what it is. They're the only dudes that's going to expose Errol Spence. Unless it's some young buck that come up, or he can't make weight, or he's sick or some shit like that. No, I don't like Jerry Ennis versus Mont Peterson. I don't like that fight. Not right now. New Jersey boxing, he's going to see stars come fight night. That's all I'm saying. Darrell Jones say they already got built-in excuses. Yeah, you already know they do, man. I'm having this open discussion. Like, how do we get this done? If we team Mikey Garcia and we all boxing fans and we all have an opinion, how do we get it done? Thurman not washed up, bro. He not washed up. That motherfucker just boxed for 12 rounds. Did you niggas just not see how hard that is to move for 12 rounds after being off for 2 years? I mean, it was so funny about it, man. Let me take it to church real quick. Let me go into an interlude or something. Okay? Let me go into an interlude real quick, man. I mean, people say Keith Thurman was trash, but did the motherfucker see Manny Pacquiao? Did motherfuckers see Manny Pacquiao? Did nobody see how bad Manny Pacquiao looked versus Keith Thurman? I mean, versus Adrian Broner. Did no everybody say, oh, Pacquiao looked great. Pacquiao looked like horse shit. Pacquiao looked like straight dog shit. Pacquiao was horrible. Pacquiao had no technique, no legs, no speed, no nothing. Pacquiao was throwing punches, leading with his head first. Do you know how many welterweights will put motherfucking Manny Pacquiao to sleep? Real talk. Keith Thurman wouldn't go 5 rounds with Manny Pacquiao. He'd knock Pacquiao out with a left hook and make his ass wake up and take out the damn trash. Pacquiao looked like an old fucking man that just got out of his motherfucking bed and go sit on his commode. Okay? That motherfucker was slow. Okay? I thought that motherfucker had one of those damn parachutes you put on your dog and you put on these niggas and they go run and gain more speed. That motherfucker looked like somebody put 89 gas in his car and he take 87. All right? Most of you niggas don't even know what's going to happen if you put too much of a higher grade of gas in your car. Okay? Most of you niggas probably don't know how to change a tire, but, you know, that's the story for another day. He was sick, though. Oh, fuck up out of here with these excuses. He was sick. He's sick that he got to go fight Keith Thurman or Errol Spence next because Floyd won't fight him. It's always an excuse for y'all fighters, man. It's always a motherfucking excuse. There wasn't shit wrong with that nigga, man. That motherfucker's just trash. EJ88, that motherfucker had the motherfucking hospital socks they put on their nigga and shit, man. That motherfucker had them socks at the senior citizen home to keep the blood circulating. That nigga old as hell. People need to realize Earl can box. You don't make it to the Olympics without boxing skills. Mikey is in for a rude awakening. Man, Earl ain't gonna have to use them boxing skills. Oh, man, Hunt. I already know, you know. He ain't gonna have to box versus motherfucking Mikey. You know, now what could happen, and I'm gonna tell you this. Joshua Matthews. What could happen? What if Errol Spence come out there and just try to go for Mikey and go reckless, and Mikey catch him, and Mikey really can punch hard? Then, you know, that might change the entire game. Now, if Mikey can hurt Earl early on, then yeah. And if Earl got problems making that weight, which I don't even know how him and Keith Thurman them continue to make 147. And I'm gonna tell you this, man. When them dudes come out there dry, see a lot of boxing channels don't know shit about boxing. Okay, they just tell you about the business and they just try to, you know, rah you niggas on and run up on these niggas with cameras. I'm gonna tell you something. One thing to look for, man. Look at some of these fighters how they come out. Go back and watch an old Marvin Hagler fight, Tommy Hearn, Sugar Ray Leonard fight. Okay, you know those are easy to find. Them motherfuckers came with a sweat, like a sweat on them. They was lathered in sweat. I used to watch Paul Williams fight all the time, and I say this all the time. Paul Williams used to be in the back jumping rope. And what that do is that heats up the limbs and that heats up the joints, and that gets you loose. So you're not so susceptible to get knocked out. So when fighters come out dry, you know what I'm saying? When they come out bone dry and they just come out with, you know, dry as a motherfucker. Look at Mike Tyson just come out sweating. When they come out bone dry, that they more susceptible to get knocked out. Trust me. And if a fighter get to I'm gonna just be nice. If a fighter get to the 5th, 6th round and he ain't got no real sweat worked up, it mean he gonna have a hard time in the championship rounds if it go that time. If it go that far. You know, and that's real shit. Give me a minute. Like I said, that's real shit. That lather is everything, man. That's why like a lot of times, man, when niggas go to the gym, you know, you see them old niggas wrapped up. And I used to always wonder why the old niggas would be wrapped up with a t-shirt on, a shirt on, some wraps on, and then a sweatshirt on. Okay. One thing can do is cut more calories, okay? When you layer up, when you work out, but the most important thing it do, and it keep your joints loose. They keep you lubricated and they keep your limbs good. Because when your limbs go dry, if you sit down and get on the phone or you get to talking to a pretty bitch at the gym or joking around, when you in the middle of a set and you get too cold when you get older and you get to lifting that shit, you know, you get to lifting that shit, and that's how you tear shit and how you strain shit and how you hurt your shoulder. You got to stay layered up and keep the sweat going unless it's in the summertime, you know, or the gym real hot. But it's still good to keep them layers on because it's gonna sweat all that excess little water and fat off of you. You know, that's some game right there. When them fighters come out dry, look for an early knockout. I'm trying to tell you. Yep, and look how Badu Jack did. Most of these dudes come in dry because they older, or they fight in a weight class they shouldn't have no business fighting at. That's what happens. They fighting at a weight class they shouldn't fight at. Because if you can't get a sweat going in the back in those rooms, or you can't go out there and get in a room or a small little bathroom, a closet, and jump rope and come out there sweated up, it's gonna be man. If you fighting a tough fight, it's gonna be a hard fight. It's gonna be a hard fight. You know. But you go out there and you think about Mikey and Earl, you got to think like, okay, you look at Terrence and you say, okay, I see what Terrence can do. Lateral movement, a boxer that pretty good at every range. He can outbox you from afar. He can sit in the pocket and play with a motherfucker, and he can fight on the inside. You say, okay, I see a fighter that get Errol Spence problems. You see a fighter that probably can play it safe and make Errol Spence miss and counter Errol Spence, okay? You look at Mikey Garcia, you don't see that same Ronaldo tools going on. You don't see that same ability. You don't see Mikey Garcia out there catching gloves on the shoulder, returning with the same hand. You don't see Mikey slipping punches, countering with the left hook, stepping side to side, giving the niggas the cold shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Make them up, dipping, make a dudes miss, coming up under with the left and the right hook. You don't see him doing all that. Mikey Garcia is as stiff as that plank from Ed and Eddie, okay? He's as stiff as that plank from Ed and Eddie. He gonna sit right there. You see Lubin, yes, a nigga with 11, 12 fights, bust his nose open with a jab. What's going on, Mark? What's going on, Lamont? You see a motherfucker that's stiff as, Lubin, yes, that was busting his mouth open with the jab. What you think Errol Spence jab gonna do? If Errol Spence start moving that motherfucker, man, and with the jab, he able to control where Mikey go with the right hand too, and he start pushing that nigga back with the jab. It's over with. Just long if Errol Spence jab start controlling him and really where he need to go, it ain't gonna last too much longer. Unless Mikey is just a tough son of a bitch, dog. Because if that jab become a factor, and they said Mikey Garcia face all night, he get knocked out soon after that. As soon as that jab take over with, he get knocked out. That's just what it is. Because that jab get to dictating shit, that means Mikey gonna go straight back. And when Mikey goes straight back, and no matter how big that ring is that night, he goes straight back into a corner, it's all she wrote. Because you're not fucking with a one-handed fighter here. You're not messing with a fighter like Marcos Madonna, who's slow, who a plotter. You messing with Errol Spence, who got decent speed. You know what I'm saying? A dude that ain't gonna load up on every shot neither. Earl will touch you, then change the speeds of the punches and put you out. He'll touch you, and then once he get you in, he know you debilitated from the power. Look how he did Peterson. Man, you can't tell you Peterson has got some good speed. He stopped Peterson movement. That wasn't about accident. That wasn't because Lamont Peterson was old. That wasn't because Peterson went into Errol Spence game. No, Peterson, that jab made Peterson pause. It made Peterson freeze. And then the body work stopped Peterson movement. So Peterson couldn't move. Niggas can't understand that. Oh, why didn't Lamont Peterson move and get out the way? Shit, it's easier said than done. When you can get hurt with a jab and your jab is effective, I'm just trying to figure out how Mikey go. Everybody keeps saying don't sleep on Mikey and Mikey. What can this nigga do? I'm just trying to figure it out. Everybody got this false hope in Mikey, but steadily when I look at the bet line's not moving. Steadily when I open, I bet you on this fight. Nobody got no money to bet. And I know what's gonna happen after the fight. They're gonna discredit Errol Spence. If Errol Spence do 1 million pay-per-views, 999,000 because of Mikey Garcia. Errol Spence knocked him out with the first punch. Oh, it was a light. He fought a lightweight. He fought a lightweight. You know what I'm saying? But the lightweight, the one that called him out. And then when it go from Mikey getting his ass whooped, you know what's gonna go to Brad Pearson salute? It's gonna go, oh, he can't beat Canelo Alvarez. I already know where this shit going from. I already know where it's gonna go to. We all know where it's going. All the black people in here, we know where the fuck it's gonna go to. Okay. At the end of the day, it just came down to Mikey Garcia should have set his ass at lightweight and tried to make a deal with Lomachenko. That's what it should have just came down to. Because he don't have the ability. He's never fought anybody. He's never fought a B-plus level fighter. And I think it'd be hard to press to say he fought a B fighter. He's never fought a B fighter in his career. But pound for pound get thrown around with Mikey Garcia. Oh, he's a great fighter, get thrown. Niggas throw great and good around too fucking much. Don't get him confused with, he all right. Or he pretty good. Okay, pretty good. A lot of these niggas is pretty good. But good and great, you don't throw that shit around. What great fighter has Mikey Garcia beat? Not a fucking one. Can he even beat a gold medalist? Because Broner, average. Average boxer, AB, average boxer. You know what I'm saying? Rob Ishe Jr., average. Rob Ishe Jr., average. You know what I'm saying? Rocky Martinez, average. Orlando Salido, above average. Seasoned vet. I don't know why you wanted to fight my Spence so bad. I really don't. I really don't. I don't. Maybe he really sees something. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to put 89 niggas' heads together. We trying to figure out, because if we can figure out what Mikey can do, and we feel that Mikey can exploit, he can win, we all can get paid, nigga. We can start a GoFundMe. We can at least get up to 50,000. Shit, by March 16, we can put 50,000 in on that nigga. We probably can bring back $250,000 back, nigga. We can split it between 89 niggas. I'm delegating. You know what I'm saying? I'm delegating to you niggas talking about these fights. Maybe something that I don't see that you do see. You know what I'm saying? I ain't one of them niggas that think I know everything. I'm delegating to these niggas. I'm delegating to everybody out there. If you got a YouTube channel, go ahead and tell me. Because every time we get in these situations, okay, every time niggas get in these situations, guess what happened? You know, oh, there's no way he can beat him, and that shit happened. You know what? That shit happened. Remember with Kovalev and Alvarez? It was a brother in here that told me that he bet 149 on Alvarez. Yeah, I don't bet on fighting, bro. Real talk. It's only select fights that I know for sure, that's going to go that way. I don't fuck with boxing. It's too corrupt to put my money. But I told him, I say, man, I don't know too much about Alvarez's personal life. But what I did know is that nigga went to Colombia and that motherfucker was partying. I said, that nigga went to Colombia and he probably was partying like a motherfucker. And he probably feel like he gonna beat Kovalev the second time. I said, I wouldn't fuck with that fight. And it so happened that Kovalev it was one end of nigga that he listened to, and that nigga was Buddy McGirt. And Buddy McGirt is one of the best trainers around. He listened to Buddy McGirt to a T. He beat Alvarez. What happened to the promotion for Spence and Mike? You know how that shit goes. Same thing that happened to my Earl. Not Earl, but Wilder and Fury. You know how they do. Appreciate Legendary Boxer. CB said Mikey saw that money. That's why he fight Spence is about to catch. Yeah, he was talking about that retirement shit after that. If that money good, Spill Dog, what's going on? Yeah, everybody keeps saying, I just want to know. We put our money together, shit. And we can figure some shit out. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Callie? Let me know if you want to come on. I'm barely talking, so I need somebody to come on. Shit, I'm stuffed up like a motherfucker. I'm at 15,000. Oh, nigga, y'all late, man. I've been at 15,000. I'm thinking I'm gonna hit a new milestone or some shit. Ooh. Mike just bought a 600,000 Lambo. He said he don't buy cars. He usually leased them motherfuckers. So he probably leased it though. He might have bought it. Yeah, all right, let me set my headphones. Nigga, I'm barely making it. I'm about to turn my humidifier on. I'm a big nigga. I hate being hot. Me and my boy, we was having a debate. I'm gonna have that nigga come on Hip Hop 101 when he get a chance. We was having a debate about and before I let him come on, we was having a debate about Jay-Z and Tupac. And he said Tupac was overrated, and he said J. Cole was better than him and shit. He said Tupac didn't have no bars. Like, we were just talking. I say, shit, how can you rate Jay-Z over Tupac? And Tupac and Jay-Z was stealing motherfuckers' rhymes. You know? And I told the nigga, I say, shit, man, you just listen to Hearts of Men by Tupac, man. That shit was dope. He was talking some shit in there. I said, Tupac got fucking verses. That's getting studied by Harvard and shit. For real, man. A lot of niggas be talking that shit, but they don't be listening to the music. They just be going by niggas' opinions and shit. And niggas, all his music sound the same. I'm like, shit, you out your fucking mind. Because Me Against the World don't sound shit like All Eyes on Me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just making sure a nigga ain't tripping. You know, I'm just making sure a nigga ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? I'm just making sure my black ass ain't tripping, dog. Cause I'm a hip hop historian to about the end of the 80s. I'll give me a minute, man. I'll get my sign right. Don't get me wrong, nigga like Jay. I love Jay. Oh, okay, my speakers, it ain't on the right shit, so give me a minute. A nigga like Jay, but come on. He got some skeletons in his closet too. Hold on. There we go. I switched my sign. I hear you now. Like I said, I like Jay-Z and all, but shit, that nigga wasn't even relevant. That motherfucker wasn't relevant when in the 90s until that nigga Big and Jay-Z died. I mean Big and Pop died. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, that nigga came out when they were still alive. And I liked the Reasonable Doubt album, man. I thought that album was absolutely dope.
But nobody was fucking with it until years later.
I bought it right away. There was nobody was. I was one of the few people who was on it. I was on Nas, but everybody was fucking with Nas at the time. But I was on Reasonable Doubt, man. That shit was hard as hell to me, bro.
The niggas caught on to that shit. Niggas caught on that shit years later, dog. Like years later, then niggas started going back. It was like that shit was a gem. You know what I'm saying? But that shit was a gem.
Hey, I bought Jay-Z Reasonable Doubt, and I bought the Cellar Dwellers album at the same time. Two different sounding cats out of New York, man. But I had bought them at the same time, bro. I don't know.
But real talk, Jay-Z didn't blow up until the Blueprint for real. That's when that nigga really blew.
Reasonable Doubt didn't blow up until hell later, but it really was ain't no nigga like the one you know what I'm saying? Ain't no.
Yeah.
It was the one that blew up. That song was hot. It was on the radio, but for the most part, it was West Coast and Bad Boy dominating the radio at that time. That's all who was on the radio for real. And then I ain't gonna lie to E40 was getting radio play out here. I don't know what was happening back east, but E40 was getting radio play. Spice One was getting radio play. It
was mostly anything affiliated with Bad Boy, Quiet Storm, and the rest of that shit, man. Like that shit was huge. Mobb Deep was huge, and then Outkast kind of weaseled their way in. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the very few South groups that weaseled their way in. And then pretty much it was get in when you fit in. It was nothing but Big, Nas, and then people don't give Nas enough credit because that nigga Nas, he dropped a fucking great classic in the middle of a whole bunch of shit. Ready to Die was the same year.
He did, man. Because I want to think. Listen, man. I'm telling you, man. No matter what happened, everybody fell in love with Nas after Illmatic. To me, Illmatic, man, because that was a street album. That's what Illmatic was. That's why Illmatic is still highly thought of over every other album that he put out. Because Illmatic was an album for the streets. So it was just rough. It was just it was like the hood anthem. You know what I'm saying? Like the hood album, man. That everybody can gravitate to. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't a ton of like radio songs on there, at least on the West Coast. But I had it, man. I was bumping the hell out that, man. I was like, man, this whole album dope, man.
It's a lot of niggas in this generation that ain't never heard Doggy Style.
No,
I felt that was iconic.
Man, that album raw as hell, man. and the Chronic. And you know what I'm
Oh
saying, man?
man,
There was so much dope stuff that came out. I mean, we had local stuff coming out too, man. Like, funny thing is that Bammer weed started to make its way around the Midwest. The song from RBL Putz, "Don't Give Me No Bammer Weed. We don't smoke that shit in the FFC." And that shit was making its way around like the Midwest and up on the West Coast and shit like that too, man.
shit.
But
Don't
it's like,
forget like Dies Effects, Far Side.
oh,
I
Dark
mean,
Effects, Dark Effects of Farside. Farside, 93, 94 was hot, man. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of stuff that came out crazy. Like West Coast, a lot of West Coast shit, bro. But it was just different sounding stuff coming out of the West Coast. During it, man, the 90s was so dope, man. People really, I mean, that's gonna be looked at to me. I mean, that's the golden
golden
age.
era.
That's the
Yeah,
golden
it
era,
is,
bro.
bro. And you don't know when you in the golden era neither, man, until it's about to end. Or when it do end, it's kind of like the NFL. Like, nigga, we just realized now it's starting to end, and you know, shit, it is what it is. But what you think about that Mikey Earl shit?
Oh, you talking about Mikey? I know. Earl's getting annoyed. Earl's definitely getting annoyed about Mikey and everybody. A lot of people starting to pick Mikey Garcia. You starting to Max Kellerman talking about that Mikey can as a better boxer does everything better than Errol Spence by a lot and all this other stuff. A lot of these dudes start to pick
But
Mikey.
I need that money line to start moving in so I can make me some bread.
Me too.
And that money line ain't even. A lot of motherfuckers moving their mouth, but that money line ain't moving.
I'm like, man, I want all these dudes to start putting their money out because I'm gonna drop a bag. Man, can you imagine if that shit went even? If it moved to even? Oh my
Oh
god.
man, I'm a bet on that. I don't even bet. I'm stuck on bet on boxing. I'm betting on that shit. I was talking to somebody the other day, and we were saying how Mikey got a tendency to go straight back. And Errol Smith's jab gonna be able to control what he going straight back, gonna hold him. And I think Errol gonna do it with a straight left. I think that's gonna start the problem. A lot of people talking about him walking into the right hook. I think it's gonna be the straight left and Mikey go straight back. But I don't see Mikey being able to go side to side for 12 rounds, bro.
Oh man, he's gonna gas out. He's not used to doing it. And that's what I was talking about with some of these other cats. Like, understand, you could do that, but if you're not used to doing that, man, gas out. You gotta be used to doing this type. So there's gotta be muscle memory for you to do these type of things. You do it just like what was happening. Remember, in the Usyk Bellew fight, Bellew was sweet, but he's not used to fighting like that for 12 rounds. You could do that for so long that eventually, when you're not used to doing it, if you're used to doing that for 12 rounds, it's something different. You got to condition your body to get used to doing that for 12 rounds. It was sweet while he was doing it.
When Fire
knew he was gonna gas out.
Yeah, when Fire goes to that ass, everybody revert back to what they usually do. Real talk. It's hard to make that type of change in one camp. It's hard to change your body in one camp. Yep. You know, it take bodybuilders 20 years, like 10, 15, they whole life to their 30s. That's when you at your strongest. In your 30s, it take them years to transform that, and they take steroids.
Man, he got
a hell of an uphill battle.
I'm looking at it like this, man. If Mikey can't hurt Earl, I'm talking about early on the first round. If he land that left hook to Earl head in the first round and Earl just smile and start coming forward, I'm like, this fight over already. He about to beat the brakes. So he don't have the
fast twitch muscles or the slickness to beat him, man, or the range. Now if you tell me Amir Khan was in there and I can get the best of Amir Khan, right, then I say, okay, I can see Amir Khan having a chance. But for Mikey, he don't possess the speed, he don't possess the height, the reach, the style.
Mikey said, I got better footwork, I'm faster than Earl. All this and this and I can get the IQ part. We can go by that. That's legit. That's a legitimate thing because he's boxed longer. He has his father was a boxer. His brother was a boxer. You know what I'm saying? It's a family business. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. That's legit. I won't even argue.
He got a better corner too. I give him all that. But when the physical attributes, it's not one physical attribute I can get him, man.
No, man. Mikey's not faster than Earl.
I told people that, man.
People argue with me, bro. I said I don't see it, bro. I've been looking. I don't see people,
man. Look here, man. Peterson gonna be faster than Mikey at 147.
Yep, he is. Mike's definitely slow down. He's not used to carrying this kind of weight, man. That's
man.
Gonna be a problem.
And look, he ain't fucking Manny Pacquiao neither. He ain't fucking Pacquiao. He ain't a brother neither. Brothers can carry weight and move up and do pretty decent, but We'll see, man. Maybe a different. I'm anxious to see it. I'm damn near gonna go see it in person. I'm really, debating. I'm gonna go see that shit in person, man. Because at the end of the day, I want to see if he do some great shit. I want to be able to witness. Now, if this is some one round shit, I'll be mad as hell. But I ain't gonna be mad if they throw the towel in.
I say like this, man. If you get knocked out in the first round, that's not the worst thing in the world. Because in my opinion, Mikey can recover from that quickly. Because he didn't go through and take a beating.
Yeah, so Ocampo came back a couple times too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He felt like Atlanta liver shot or something like that. That's good because Mikey can come back without a problem, man, and be a normal boxer. And then I favor him over everybody at 140. So when I go from that standpoint, so
it depends on how much of an ass will he take, though, man. That's my whole thing about it.
That's what I'm saying. If it's a one punch, not good. Like
sometimes niggas, sometimes motherfuckers with a lot of confidence, they get chipped and they get once it's broke, he'll never be the same. It depends on what type of fighter he is. If he got high confidence, he may not never recover. He may not want to fight no more. He may not want to fight no more, man. But let's talk about Canelo and Jacobs, man. We spit on Mikey and Earl. A lot of people starting to believe in Danny Jacobs. I see some people around saying, because Danny Jacobs taller. Look here, man. That taller shit don't mean shit, man. We seen that Rob Ishe Jr. If you don't know how to use your height enough, see, Tommy Hearns knew how to use his height, man. You know what I'm saying? He knew how to use his height and go forward and go backwards with his height. Danny Jacobs, he gonna have to. I don't know what Danny Jacobs gonna have to do, but he gonna have to come out like the Peter Quillen fight for me. Real talk. He gonna have to come out blazing.
I don't see that happening, man. Danny Jacobs doesn't really fight tall. He doesn't stay behind the jab. He doesn't do any of that, man. He doesn't throw a lot of sharp punches. Like he doesn't throw a lot of tight hooks. Like if you look at his hooks, they tend to be wide. You know what I'm saying?
And clubbing.
You don't see him. Looping shots, man. He don't throw any. You never see him shorten his hooks. You don't. He needs to do that in this fight. He needs to straighten out his right hand. You know what I mean? Everything he does is looping. He's not that technical of a fighter, in my opinion, man. And Canelo is a far more technical fighter. Canelo gonna beat the brakes off of him, in my opinion. I mean, Danny Jacobs at least talking right. Like he said, he's trying to talk like he's coming in there to try to get the knockout. So that's the right mentality, but Danny Jacobs gonna have to be somebody that I ain't seen before, man. And I don't see that happening. I just don't see it, man.
He got to at least start off doing what he did versus Triple G. We got to be more aggressive than that, though.
Yep. He gonna have to come in there looking to back Canelo up. Back Canelo up. Canelo don't mind going to the ropes, though, because Canelo want to counter you anyway. Canelo would love for him to back him up. He's like, come on, bring your ass in so I can knock your ass out with something you don't see. Because that's what Canelo's really good at. Canelo gonna throw something you don't see. Now, I don't know if he knocks Danny Jacobs out, but I think he just beats him up. I think he's going to beat him up, man. If Danny Jacobs is in this fight, and this fight is looking like wow, this fight isn't, and he's still going to be way behind on the scorecards, but people going to be like, man, he did not dominate that fight. But Canelo usually don't dominate, but I just see Jacobs, the way he fights, even though he's a better athlete, he tailor-made for Canelo Alvarez, in my opinion.
Yeah, for a counterpuncher.
Counterpunches, oh my God.
Everything, he throw everything tight, He
opens everything. Is there anything he's not open for?
No, everything tight, and he got good upper body movement. They say that the UFC added 568,000 new subscribers to the ESPN Plus app. Now, in the last 5 months, they up to 2 million subscribers.
Yeah, that's impressive, man. That's impressive. I mean, ESPN is going to end up with about 10 million subscribers probably over the next few years anyway, in my opinion. Because this is rapid. Don't forget, this has only been since July. ESPN, this has only been since July, this ESPN app.
In the last 5 months, they added 2 million subscribers.
That's rapid. Unlike the Zone, who's added 5 people in the last 6 months. So we start thinking about the Zone and the ESPN app. It ain't even close, bro. But I told people that. I said, man, the Zone has an uphill battle for the simple fact that ESPN offers more content. They offer a lot of different content. They offer, old fights. They even seen a boxing show on there. So guys discussing boxing for like a half hour on there. They're offering football. They're offering you MMA on there, soccer. They even said they're bringing baseball there this year.
HBCU games.
Yep. When you see what they're offering, you go look at what the zone's offering. It's not close. It's not close.
But I heard the zone, man. Between well, shit with everybody else, but I heard the zone was paying like I heard they dropping money bags in the hood. Like they signing up a whole bunch of hood talent. Like I mean, they like feeding the hood, like for real. Like all that money they dropping off to Canelo, they dropping off even more money to like lower level fighters and shit like that. So yeah, but the thing with Canelo is Canelo keep everything tight and sharp. And if he able to get on the inside with Danny Jacobs and Jacobs throw wide, Canelo gonna come crisp, short, body shots, you know. But Danny Jacobs, man, he gonna have to use his physicality and rough Canelo up. Man, he gonna have to take his air away and have to start coming over the top with the
Yep.
right and the left hook. He gonna have to get. I'm telling you, gotta come out like Peter Quillen fight. You know, press Canelo, man. But he just don't seem to have that attitude, man. I just don't like his whole approach to this fight.
With the jab. He needs to straighten out that jab to start with that. That's one of the first things I don't need to see him do, and keep Canelo on the end of that jab. And that's where you need to start. Keep him in the jab, make Canelo miss, man. Make him pay. But then you need to throw combinations on Canelo. You need to basically I'm saying he needs to be fucking Canelo up. Fucking Canelo up, man. I don't see it, man. I just don't.
Yeah, I don't see him that type of fighter neither, and I don't see him outbox Canelo neither, man.
No, at a fight would be someone that Canelo would have problems with because he would take away Canelo's counterpunching ability, eat up all his airspace, and beat him up on the inside.
Who you talking about?
And Bernard Hopkins, Bernard Hopkins and Andre Ward are the kind of fighters that would be bad matchup for Canelo because they would take away his ability to counter off the ropes because they would get in on the inside of him, rough him up, tie up his arm, and just fuck him up on the inside. I mean, but then again, they won't score because you got to knock Canelo out at the end of the day. So basically, the best you can hope for is a draw at that, even though you whooped his ass. So it doesn't matter. You got to be somebody, man. You got to go in there. And Floyd is his absolute worst matchup, though, in my opinion. Someone like a Floyd, someone who can make him, who's so fast, who's faster than him, better athlete than him, better footwork than him, and has better defense than him, who can absolutely make him miss and pay all night. And even then, you still get a split. You still get a split card.
Yeah, he was killing. I was watching that fight not too. He was killing Canelo, man. People thought he was running. Canelo was the one that was moving back.
Yeah, Floyd didn't use that much lateral movement. People said Floyd running by standing in front of him. You people are stupid, man.
He beat the fuck out of Cinnamon.
He beat the shit out of Canelo. Canelo knows he lost that fight too.
I didn't give him a round, bro.
I didn't either, bro.
That was probably one of Floyd's best performances, you know, given the circumstances.
And man, I'm telling you, people said if this Canelo versus a prime Floyd Mayweather, no, a prime Floyd beats the shit out of Canelo, worse than what that 36-year-old.
It don't even matter, bro. It wasn't even that he was faster than Canelo. Canelo liked to load up on his counters. If Danny Jacobs could figure that out, man. You know, Canelo like to load up. Canelo shots don't flow. He load up his shots. And when you load up versus Floyd Mayweather, you ain't got a chance.
Nope.
You don't have a chance. You sit there and load up on your shots. Keith Thurman wind up a lot too. But Keith Thurman to get away with it. These niggas ain't Floyd.
Better athlete, man. Because Canelo has such stone feet that he was gonna always have problems. This is the kind of fighter. Danny Jacobs, the kind of fighter that should get Canelo problems, except he don't have no technical skills. And
he don't use his attributes to his advantage neither, man. He don't use his black people attributes, dog.
But this nigga go get on his bike though, man, and not throw very many punches, man. Worried about getting countered, and then Canelo gonna be winning them rounds by. Don't be surprised if it's the boring 12-round decision where Danny Jacobs just running around the fucking ring the whole night. I can see that happening.
If he run, what's up, Deuce 09? If he run from Canelo, dog, New York gotta pull his black card, bro. He can't come back to Brooklyn, bro. He can't come back to Brooklyn.
You know what I'm saying?
If this motherfucker run from a Mexican, bro, a little ass Mexican, the way he was talking, I'm bigger, I'm tall, nah, man. You got to go in there, either knock this motherfucker out or get knocked out. You know what I'm saying?
So he need to walk him down. That's basically
that's what I said. He need to approach him like he approached Peter Quillen. And I think he was scared versus Peter Quillen and why he came out fighting like that. He didn't come out fighting like that with Peter Quillen because he just knew he was going to outgun Peter Quillen. He came out there because he thought Peter Quillen could knock him out.
He could have.
He can't hit his fucking hook was just shorter than got there before Peter Quillen shit got there.
Man, I was shocked by that too, man. I was not expecting that.
But just think back on it in hindsight, I know it's easy to do that, man. Peter Quillen was done. When he dropped that belt not to fight Korobov, he was done. You know what I'm saying? It was a wrap. He didn't want to be a fighter no more. You know what I'm saying? It was a wrap. When he dropped that belt, man, and then he came back and had fought Andy Lee, and Andy Lee was giving him hell. Even before he lost that belt versus Gabriel Rosado. I don't know how many people remember that shit. He came and fought Gabriel Rosado, and Rosado was whooping his ass, and they stopped the fight on cuts. I thought Rosado was coming on strong, you know, but you know how it go.
I got to tell you this. I know this is off subject, man, but man, this dude was trying to tell me that Trevor Lawrence was the bomb, bro. I'm like, man, get out of here, bro.
Hey, Tom Brady agent told that trying to get that motherfucker to go back to school. I mean, leave school right now.
You talking about Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah, he told him to leave school right now. Maybe go get him a New Balance contract. Like LeBron got old boy.
But so what's he gonna get better? He needs to play so he can get better. You can't sit out 2 years, man. That would kill his career.
Yeah, they gonna pay him though. You know, New Balance played that one nigga, LeBron. People running. They stopped him from going to Syracuse, and they paid him $1 million for an internship with New Balance.
Yeah, that nigga stock high. You know, you looking at how Trevor Lawrence paid because Trevor Lawrence had. If he was allowed to be one and done in NFL, man, that motherfucker would be #1 overall pick. Yeah, he would be the #1 overall pick.
He the exception to the rule, bro.
He is the exception to the rule. Majority of the guys should stay in school, but he's one of them. That motherfucker NFL ready now. He is NFL ready. He was look how that motherfucker stood in the pocket was still completing passes.
That's a strong white boy. That's a strong white boy. That motherfucker was strong. But he can stay in school. I mean, college is an experience that I think a lot of young men should enjoy. You know what I'm saying?
I think he's only going to get better by staying another 2 years, man. That motherfucker could be potentially be scary, man. If you're a team, you'd be stupid to try to win over the next couple of years. I'm serious.
Yeah, unless you find that one. Thomas Mallory, say Jacob's always been humble. But he is also a dog in the ring. I don't think Canelo going to be overly dominant at all. Yeah, I mean, we know how it go. You know, this might be a dominant scorecard, but I think Jacobs will be competitive. But I just see Canelo style giving him some problems. Just enough problems for Canelo.
I'm hesitant, man, because of, you know, with Canelo, that's all a lot of these dudes are, even Triple G. You know what I mean? When Canelo start countering niggas, then after that, they be hesitant to want to throw a bunch of punches at him because they worry that he gonna counter. I mean, he gonna counter you, bro. You gonna get hit. You got to be willing to take that risk. You know you're not gonna win no other way. Your only chance is to try to go in there and get the knockout. So if you're cool with going 12 rounds, understand you lost the fight. At best, you better hope you get a draw, but understand the chances are it's the best you can hope for is a draw or you're gonna lose him. That's the best. That's the best you can hope for is a draw. You ain't winning on the scorecards. So you have to go in there with mentality. I got to get him up out of here, and if I don't, I lost. And that's got to be your mentality. Anything short is a loss.
See, I don't like his mentality. That's my problem. I don't like homeboy mentality. I don't like his mentality.
He needs to be trying to think like a killer. He should be talking like, man, I know I got to knock this motherfucker out, man. I know that. So I'm going in there. I'm training for the knock. He did say, Danny Jacobs did say he was training for the knockout. No, that was Jarrell Miller who said that shit. I'm sorry about that. Danny Jacobs should be saying he's training for a knockout. He needs to be training for a knockout. That's the only thing.
That's everything. The only thing on his mind is knockout.
Trying to find some weak points, find out where he got hurt in some in his old fights, and see if I can take advantage of some of these things. Not necessarily telegraph, but see if you can set up some shots that he don't see. That's what I'll be working on. And that's your only chance, man. Because you ain't knocking this motherfucker out, but you need to be concentrating on body work. You need to be concentrating on body work. But dude's scared to go to the body because Canelo gonna counter if you go to his body. That motherfucker got an uppercut waiting for you. He got an uppercut and a hook. And you do that, and he throw body shots too. His body shots are vicious. So he's hoping that you try to go to his body.
I think Danny Jacobs if Danny Jacobs gonna come with the right game plan, he gonna mail it in, bro. Canelo gonna score. I'm trying to tell you what's gonna happen. Them counter punches make dudes hesitant. He got it. I don't trust his mindset.
I'm telling you, I see this dude getting on his bike, man. I'm telling you. CJ gonna be, man, fuck you, man. That's what you gonna be pissed off, bro. You might as well just get ready for it. That nigga gonna get on his bike.
I ain't going to that fight. I ain't going to that fight, bro. I know Classic Sports TV told me going to that shit. I said, I ain't going there to watch no Mexican beat the fuck out of no brother. Sorry, bro. They make the fights I'm going to.
Canelo gonna beat his ass, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. Danny Jacobs said he food, man, for this dude, bro.
If he upset, we gotta trade. Wizards sent Otto Porter to the Bulls in exchange for Jabari Parker and Bobby Portis. You know, for the five Wizard fans that's out there.
I mean, the thing is, though, we know what's funny. Talking about basketball, like what came out, the fucking Clippers, man. The Clippers are fucking talking to the New Orleans Pelicans, bro. That's why they wouldn't make that deal, because of what Anthony Davis said.
They're not gonna let. They gonna put a coup to overtake LeBron, bro. That's easy, man. I already knew they was gonna do that shit, man. They gonna try to overtake LeBron James, bro. That's all that shit gonna be. Anthony Davis not gonna help the Lakers win shit no way. I've been told niggas that, but that's a totally different conversation, though, man.
Go ahead. LeBron don't end up with nobody after all this shit. This nigga over there trying to trade everybody. Every time team he go to, he like, I'm trading the whole team.
Niggas already caught on to that shit, bro. You win, he get all the blame. You lose, you get blamed for that shit. That's why Paul George left, man. Paul George living his best life, bro. Yep. That nigga the MVP in my opinion. But we got one fucking game. We got one fight to talk about. Then I'll take a few questions. Ishe Smith taking on Erickson Lubin. I like that fight.
I do. I think Lubin coming with the right mentality for this fight now. You know what I'm saying? We see, because Ishe Smith, man, at some point, this age and all this shit gonna catch up to him, man. I think I've moved back. I think I'm moving away from Ishe Smith. This dude have been a straight up.
Hold on, give me a minute. Hey, Milton Johnson, if you don't like what we talking about or what we talking about, hey, you can move on, bro. We gonna talk. But go ahead.
Yeah, I think Ishe Smith, man. I think Ishe Smith gonna get stopped, man. I just have a feeling there that this dude is long overdue to get stopped and then get retired from boxing, man. He just something about this dude, man, is just off. You know what I'm saying? So I can see that happening, man. This young dude, man, still hungry, still for whatever reason, believes in himself still. So that's a good thing. I think that
he look physically good though. He look physically in good shape.
He does. I think he gets stopped, man. I think he gonna get stopped. I think Ishe Smith is getting stopped, man. I just do. I think there's something about Ishe Smith that's just this. First thing, he's way past his prime. Second thing, he a whiny little bitch. And then the third thing, though, like I said, man, you dealing with this young dude, this young killer, man, who's hungry, man. The hunger thing is a problem, man. This dude much younger than you. The age advantage is on his side, and the hunger ain't on your side as well. This nigga looking for a payday and still looking for Floyd Mayweather to take care of his ass. So man, it just I don't see Ishe Smith.
I don't know, man. I still ain't sold, man. That motherfucker coming off one. Oh, they got some pictures of Kevin Durant in college. That nigga need a sandwich, bro. That nigga need a sandwich. But I don't know, man. I ain't even seen no picture of Ishe Smith. This nigga ain't had no media workout, no nothing, man. Who promoting it? Who promoting that nigga, man? Is it still Mayweather Promotions, man? Because they ain't promoted that nigga on the page for 2 weeks.
Remember, he's like, I wish somebody would milk me.
Ain't nobody I'm telling you, man, I'm on Twitter, all that shit, man. Literally, LB, Mayweather promote. They ain't retweeted nothing from Ishe. I ain't even see Ishe Smith tweet. He probably blocked me because I be holding the fuck out his nugget head ass. But I think if he, I think it's now or never for homeboy, bro. It's
He
not whenever.
got an alien dome. I'm talking about Ishe Smith.
Man, that motherfucker got a walnut. That nigga got a pecan head, nigga. That motherfucker shit, man. You see that nigga head, you want to go find a nutcracker or some shit, man. But, dude, that motherfucker got a Skull Island head ass nigga, man. That motherfucker head, man. Man, that motherfucking head like you could just use it as a hammer and crack open walnuts and shit, bro. Fuck that nigga. But man, I think he got a chance.
And people want to know why he ain't been knocked out. Look at that head.
Man, man, that nigga, man, I think he got a chance because Lubin only been back one fight and he been more active than Lubin. And if he can survive the first 6 rounds, if he's still in the fight, if he got a round or 2 under his belt, I think it's a good chance he could beat Lubin, man. If Lubin lose this shit, it's over. The shit's over.
He needs to retire. Losing basically to a 40-year-old man.
You need to retire.
And not just that, a 40-year-old journeyman at that. You know what I'm saying? A 40-year-old journeyman who ain't never really been shit. So
he got a title though. Old boy can talk all the shit they want to talk about. That nigga, what's the little motherfucking coon from the UK? What's his name? Harry Davies. He can talk all the shit he wants to, but he'll never get a world title. At least Ishe Smith got that much.
Had a better career than him.
How the fuck you and you got 80,000 titles walking around this motherfucker and you can't get a title? You losing to Jack Cantrell. You know, you losing to some bum ass niggas, okay? It's one thing losing to Josh Taylor, but you using the Jack Cantrell? Fuck up out of here, man. Yeah, fuck up. I won't be saying shit to no boxers, man. But I'm saying about Lubin, man, I'm interested. He just looks small still for the weight class.
Right.
He look like a little ass boy in there compared to the men. That's my problem with him. He a little boy compared to men. He not built for that weight class.
No, he really a welterweight, but maybe he's hoping he can get to the division. I don't know if he was talking about. I remember I said one time he talking about he want to move the middleweight. How? He don't look like a middleweight body, in my opinion, bro.
Man, maybe 8 years from now, 6 years.
I don't see it.
And probably, how tall is he? About 5? He could. You know, he's still a kid. He a baby. What, he 20, 21? Yeah, man. He ain't even. I mean, he gonna grow into his. He gonna grow into his body. Watch what I tell you. He'll be able to go up there, but I mean, that's if you make it. That's if you make it.
I don't know why they didn't tell him to move to welterweight, though, man.
He 5'10", 5'9.5". He 23 years old. So about 5 years, I can see it. I definitely can see it. You know,
we'll see what he'll be able to do, man. But I mean, he can't crack though, man. Like I said, we gonna see, man. What's up, man? If he put Ishe Smith on his ass, though, that's gonna be impressive. That's an impressive stoppage if he stops Ishe Smith. That's impressive.
Yeah, that's something that haven't been done.
Yeah. So, man, we'll see if
I don't like how he came back. I don't like how he came back. That shit was. I don't know what they was thinking.
Remember the first thing I said, man, this is a chance for him to go back as a prospect and work as a prospect because he's so young. I would have like, you know what, man? Let me guide you. We're gonna bring you back. You're gonna get another chance at the title, man. Let us, like, you know what I'm saying? Don't rush us. We want to develop you up again. We want to work on some things. Work on your skill set. We can improve your skill set. We can also allow you to get stronger and develop your man strength. You know what I'm saying? While you're doing all this, so just chill and let us give you give us 18 months, and then we'll be able to beat you with the title. Meanwhile, we want to have you fight 5 times a year for the time being. Like he said, I don't want to go. No, let us build you back up, man. For real, let us do this. We know what we're doing. We're gonna slowly build you back up into contention, but let us put you back on the prospect path. It's not the end of the world. It's just like a reset, man. It's okay. But these dudes don't want to do. All these dudes want to be. I want to be champion now. I want it all now. I want it all now. All these dudes need to be. They need to slow their roll, man, and develop. It's okay. You got plenty of time. It's on your side. You're babies. These guys are literally babies, wanting to be rushed. And it's like, come on, you guys are hella young. It ain't like these motherfuckers acting like they're like 29 years old or something. And y'all niggas been some of these niggas like 18 and 23 years of age, man. They got hella time. You know what I'm saying? And these dudes they don't even want to wait 2 years. Take your time. It's okay.
All they want to do is rush.
Man, these niggas tripping, bro. They need to be, man. They need to be advised. Like, look, man, I understand, man. Let your stuff develop. It's gonna come. It's gonna come. It's okay. You don't have to rush. If Lubin wouldn't have been rushed, I think he'd be in a better off position now because he'd have a chance to develop his skill set. To me, his skill set hasn't even been developed yet.
Somebody said Lubin got a bad shoulder. He couldn't play football. Yeah, that might have something to do with it.
That may be why he's trying to rush everything too. He said, "Man, my shoulder gonna give out." But you see me, like, man, that's like I said, man. These dudes don't want to wait, man. These dudes just so anxious to have it all now. You know what I'm saying? None of this stuff happens overnight, man. None of the stuff happens. Everything is a process, man. At least if you want to have some kind of longevity, you know what I mean? You rushing your process, fuck around and run on the wrong person, get knocked out. Some gatekeeper gonna knock your ass out. Somebody that no one would expect. And it's happened before plenty of times within the sport of boxing. Gatekeeper knocks out top prospect.
Yep. What you think about well, you already know think about Tank fight this weekend, man. They doing all the media workout. Ishe Smith ain't nowhere to be found on the Mayweather promotion page. So we know what they think about him.
I think they let us bum ass go. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
But yeah, man, like I said, I'm gonna be at the Tank fight this weekend, man. Ruiz can crack, man. I mean, he's somebody, this dude, it just depending on the fight. He stayed behind the jab in different fights, and he's been uber aggressive in other fights. He'd be wise to stay behind the jab in this fight.
If he was on the Pacquiao Mayweather card, you remember we was watching that motherfucking fight?
Say it again?
He was on the Pacquiao Mayweather card. He was the first fight that came on.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Versus Guerrero. Remember we was watching that versus Guerrero? Yeah,
I don't remember that now, man. Cause I thought I had seen him before, but I saw him in another fight. I saw him on PBC. Yeah, I did. He was on that. Wow. I just say, hey, remember, dude, like
he just fought January 19th. Man, hold on. He said, Christopher Jeanette, salute, and Super Chase said, good fella, you going in. Laugh My Kelly be going hard. Salute, bro. Yeah, man. I thought you knew that. Yeah, he was the dude that fought. He was the first televised card on a pay-per-view. He was a career bantamweight. He just moved up to featherweight. His last 2 or 3 fights, I think it was, and now Hassan was going on. Now he going up to 130 on less than a month's notice. I believe it's less than a month.
Yeah, that motherfucker almost 5'10", bro. I mean,
man.
That motherfucker got the height and reach.
I'm just tired of seeing Tank in these level of fights, man.
No, Tank's supposed to move up to 135 after this. Now I'm like I said, I'm gonna try to ask him some questions. Now I know that he said he wants to fight Tevin Farmer, but they said that they're gonna move up for Lomachenko. They want Lomo, so I hope that they're right. I'm gonna ask that question if they still want to do that, and I hope so. So if they go up in Lomachenko, man, you know, bless them, man. Cause like I said, I want to see it. I want to see it, but I do want to fight Tevin Farmer so I can go, bet some money with some of these.
Well, Tevin can move up too, man.
Say it again.
Tevin can move up too.
Yeah, Tevin said he's not moving up. Tevin said it's time for these dudes to pay me. You know what I'm saying? You know, he talking all that. Tevin don't want to move. He said, I think I can dominate at 130. I'm like, nigga, you don't want to move up with no killers, bro. I don't believe him, bro. When he had opportunity to fight Tank in the past, you know what I mean? He went and did something else. Like, I'm not mad at him for going to go get paid, but after your contract run out with the Zone, go fight Tank and re-sign back with the Zone. The Zone will take you. The Zone need fighters. So they'll take you back. You may not get the same pay, but you'll get a deal.
Shit, probably get more, low key. What you think about Shakur Stevenson taking on Christopher Diaz? I think it's gonna be Christopher Diaz's first full fight at 126. He was scheduled to fight Jesse Magadon. I think Jesse moved up. So I think the winner of this fight gonna get Jesse, and I think they're gonna get a shot at Valdez.
That's a good fight, man. I'm not so certain that but man, Jesse, I mean, to tell you Valdez, man, still making these mistakes, man. We're leaving his mouth open and shit. It ain't a matter of time for he get his jaw broken and knocked the fuck out, man. Valdez, his defense was slightly improved, but man, that nigga left his mouth open the entire fight, bro. I mean, it's gonna catch up to his ass. But already got his jaw broken once, man. But somebody gonna break his jaw and knock his ass out cold. I mean, it's coming, man. Try. I mean, I don't get why he just. He's supposed to have worked on this in camp the whole time, keeping your mouth closed. You got right in the fight, mouth wide open. I'm like, God damn, man. I mean, your jaw just got broken. Literally. Come on, man. That's a major flaw to have. That's something that he should have had, a kink that he should have worked out in the amateurs. You should have had worked on that. About leaving your mouth wide open, man. What happened to his amateur coach? You weren't screaming at him then? Come on, man. I mean, what the and that's one of the first things they teach you when you go into when you start boxing. Keep your motherfucking mouth closed. I don't, oh man, Valdez, man. But to get on, I mean, I think this is a good step for Shakur Stevenson. Man, I can feel like he's starting to get rushed a little bit, man. I don't know about
for it. He asking for it.
I don't know about it, man. Fuck around with Oscar Valdez, fuck around, knock you out, man. I mean,
yeah, if he ain't ready, but shit, he gotta get past whoever he get past. I like to see him fight Diaz and then fight Jesse and then fight a Scott Quinn or something like that.
Right.
Yeah,
he needs Scott Quigg's a good test for him, man. Yeah, I think he's getting rushed. I think all these kids are rushing too much. Maybe I'll be proven wrong, but I don't know, man. I still think these kids can use some more time. Just me.
He got 10 fights.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I think this is stupid. This is stupid, man. In my opinion. Oh, young ready. I'm like, come on, man. You got plenty of time, man. Oscar Valdez ain't going nowhere. Oscar Valdez did say he ready to move up to 130. Let me stop that. He did say he'd be ready to move up to 130.
Jesse Magdon inside the top 15. And Shakur only 21. I mean, he inside the top 5. And he just moved to the weight class. Ain't that crazy?
That's real crazy, man.
Yeah, because he had, let me tell you, Jesse he's in the WBO, he had number 3.
Right.
Diaz is number 5. He ain't never even got a fight at a full regular 126. And Shakur Stevenson is, let me see. He's not even rated in the WBO. That's crazy. He's not rated.
He will be after this fight, though, if he wins.
Yeah, because he rated in IBF at 11.
Oh, Bob Arum got to go to Bob Arum. That's Bob Arum's belt. So all you got to do is just go talk to him.
He's 9 in the WBA. I think he might be in the WBC too. He's 15 in the WBC.
But yeah,
he only got 10 fights. Huh?
See, I'm about to get off. My allergies bother me, man. I can't even fucking breathe.
I need to go get bro.
All right, man. My nose and stuff. Though I was a stupid idiot for not taking allergy pills this morning.
All right, bro. Appreciate it.
No problem, fella.
Yeah, he said Diaz already fought at 126. I didn't think the box records didn't say it was at 26. They played it at super featherweight. So, all right, maybe he did fight once. Jesse not that good. I agree. And prospects only fight 5 times a year. Yeah. Magdon was good at 22. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be good at 130. And y'all got any questions before I get off? He said, no, he not. Y'all better listen to Andre Ward talk about Shakur ready. I don't think he ready. But we'll see. Shit. Everybody can say you ready, but is you ready? That's the question. All the hoes that he got now is gonna be shown. You know what I'm saying? If you got any hoes in this game, it's gonna get exposed. You know what else we got? Ryan Garcia should have a very good career, but he won't be Haney. Yeah, all of them got a long way to go. Yep. Keep the questions coming. Nice transmission, bro. Peace out. I don't know what he mean, but hey, all right. Jojo Diaz can beat the other champions at 26 and compete at 30. Yeah, I don't know how long he can make that weight Burnside Avenue. Bobby Smith said, did you answer who you like between Lopez and Haney? Yeah, Haney, easily. Yep, Haney. Paulo Maldonado, the best heavyweight in the world, please. Troll. David Benavidez hands about fast. Hold on, I lost it. Somebody said, I can't even see it. David Benavidez hands about fast as Khan's dude potential is scary. I don't know about that, but thoughts on AJ versus Miller? I like the fight. I just want to see it. I'm not rooting for nobody. I don't like neither one. Do you think Lubin can make 147? I don't think he can if he ain't there. I'm just saying, I'm thinking he can't. Lamont Peterson versus Singer Living. I got Lamont Peterson pretty easily. You know, if he got something left in the tank, yeah, I got Lamont. I like Lamont. I might go to that joint. I didn't know it was gonna be March 23rd, but if Lubin would have won the WBO belt, everyone would have wanted him to unify. But since Munguia got the belt, he's a baby young, double standard ass boxing fans. You ain't lying. That's a fact. Ito didn't stop Diaz. It was unanimous decision. Yeah, he beat the dog walking shit out of him though. What's going on, Mr. Khan? Javier Logan. I know this is off topic, but why AJ big ass got security for it? I don't know. You gotta ask him. You know. Did you know Anthony Peterson is fighting on that card? Yeah, somebody told me Anthony and Lamont are even on talking terms. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Lamont Peterson going to stop Lipietz. I don't know if he's gonna stop him, but it'd be interesting. Who do you think is the best Detroit boxer in Detroit history that the locals think? Probably Tommy. He the most beloved fighter from here. Floyd from Grand Rapids and James Toney like from Ann Arbor or some shit. So he ain't nowhere from Detroit. So it would easily be Tommy Hearns. Joe Louis wasn't from here though. Joe Louis was from Alabama. He moved here. He did move here and he do got the statue and shit out there. But amongst like motherfuckers in the last 20, 30 years, the most beloved nigga is Tommy Hearns. I'll tell you that right now. Joe Louis probably had a better career. I think Tommy was born somewhere else too, though, to be for real. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Tommy Hearns is getting a lot of love around Detroit. I don't think a lot of people realize who Joe Louis is, especially motherfuckers around my age and younger. You know, you talking about 30 and under. Well, 30 and under, not a lot of motherfuckers know who he was, you know, but he ain't got no statue, so we can say Joe Louis. I'm not going to argue that. Ray Robinson was from the area, but he really was from, like, New York, and then he went to Chicago, and then he went to Detroit. So, yeah, Gerald McClellan was from Illinois. He trained in Detroit, too, you know. So, he, all them niggas just trained in the same area, you know. All them, like Lewis was from Alabama. Robinson was from New York. I think he moved to Illinois. Then he moved to Detroit. Then I think he moved back to New York. You know, so I mean, it depends. A lot of motherfuckers move from New York to Detroit and from the South up to the north because all the factory jobs was in Detroit. That's when my family moved from Alabama, New York to Detroit. You know. So everybody got roots from the South. Everybody got roots from the South. That ain't nothing new. You know, wasn't no nigga standing up north because up north was free nigga land. You know, going to Canada, Detroit was a French name. You got Florida, that was French. Most of them dudes started everything colonized out east into the South, and then a lot of Negroes escaped up north. You know what I'm saying? So everybody really come from the same area. From everything came from the east to the South, then to the north, then out west. You know what I'm saying? All them out west niggas, man, ain't nothing. South, east niggas and west niggas and north south niggas, we all pretty much came from the same area. You know what I'm saying? We all came from the same area. Everybody came from the east, off them damn boats, up from like Massachusetts, New York area, came down the East Coast to the South, and then somehow niggas ran up north to get free. And then somebody just so happened to travel out west, and they went out west for the gold mining and shit like that nature. Everything colonized east to west. Well, east, south to west, I believe it was. You know what I'm saying? So everything came from east, and then them niggas came down the west, and then you had the little civil war down there in the south. So everything came down the east, down that motherfucking coast, and they went down south. But then a lot of motherfuckers ran up north to be free. Then somebody went out west. So that's how that worked. So a lot of these niggas is everybody from the south. Real talk. Everybody from pretty much got roots from the south. You know, so it really ain't no difference when we talk about East Coast, South, and West Coast, nigga. Everybody really pretty much is from the same cloth. You know what I'm saying? Everybody from the same cloth. It's a different energy when you go down south too. I stayed in Montgomery and in the Atlanta area. It's a different energy. I didn't like Florida. Florida, man, y'all can keep that shit. It's some racist shit. Florida by far one of the racist places I've been to. Nigga, Florida ain't no place for no nigga. But everybody from the South pretty much, we cut. It ain't even no East, West Coast, South thing at all. The biggest difference is this, man, before I hop off. A lot of niggas out east. A lot of niggas out east, I'm a little bit under the weather. A lot of motherfuckers out east was able to get over on niggas on the South because niggas in the South, whatever reason it was, everything went higher in the South. You know, cigarettes, marijuana, during the prohibition, liquor, like a nickel back in the day for $5 went for like 25 in the South. So niggas from East, from like New York, will go down to, you know, North Carolina and down there and down south and start selling. And they was making triple and quadruple and really getting their money. And that's where you really got the shit that the niggas from the South was slow. But when you go to the South, they drug laws has always been more fierce and more harsher than out West and out East. Like real talk, down South, like that's like it's a lot of niggas like that life movie with Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy. That's some real shit. There's some plenty of niggas that went down there trying to run cigarettes, liquor, and get shit down to the South. And they went down South and they didn't know. And they would put bodies and put murders and plant stuff on them. And they would go to jail for a long time. That movie had a lot of validity to it, man, and a lot of truth to it. So y'all, I mean, real talk, that's how it was. It's still to this day like that going down South, man, that, you know, in some of them hick towns, you see what Boosie going through in Biloxi, Mississippi, whatever lawsuit he going to, man, it's still like that, man. It's still towns that's segregated like that, man. You know, that's why I don't even like to drive to fucking places like going through the South and shit like that, because some of them old hit cops throw some shit on you or said you did a murder or something like that, man. I don't like that shit, man, for real. Yeah, small bag, man. Them niggas hit you with 1,000 counts off a small bag of weed, distributing, you know, all types of stuff. When I stayed down there, I ain't never smoked weed for real till I came back to the crib, and I smoked for a minute. I ain't smoking heavy. But they would serve dudes down there in a napkin. You know what I'm saying? They would dump the napkin of weed or in your hand or keep it in a napkin and don't even serve you in a bag. So a lot of niggas ain't never been outside their hood. Real talk, it's a lot of niggas that ain't never left their block and never left the west side of their area. It's a lot of niggas who ain't never, you know, pretty much left their state. And a lot of niggas is ignorant to the situation, man. A lot of niggas like to be smoking and rolling through these towns, man. You know, so it's thick. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's why I don't like to drive, man. Real talk, I don't like to drive going down south, man. You got to have two hands on the wheel, man. They ain't playing with you, man. I'd rather just fly, you know. Birmingham ain't shit but a fucking, that Memphis ain't nothing but a Detroit of the South. Birmingham wild as hell. I've been there before. Stayed in Birmingham for a minute. Birmingham, Alabama. Been to Memphis before. But them little towns around there, you going through that shit, man, that bam you up. But man, let me get off here, man. I'm still under the weather, man. Put some Vicks on the nigga nose or some shit, man. I appreciate y'all for showing love, man. Keep sharing the videos, man. Keep holding us down, man. And I'll be back with some more content. Blessings.